Good morning. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be all on the floor today, so put your socks on, get blankets ready for Shavasana, and we're going to play around with, we want to keep the spine moving, right? So we have good posture, and we want to keep those hips moving and feeling mobile and strong so that we can keep walking. What I have decided is my purpose in life is to help you and I keep on our feet and walking well. Because when my big toe hurts and my hip hurts when I'm walking through the grocery store, I can't even focus on anything else except my hip, my hip, my hip, my hip, my hip. Therefore, we are here today to do a little self-care and a little maintenance, right? It's all about maintenance. Let's head down to the floor. Check my monitor one more time. We're going to start in constructive rest, feet on the floor, knees bent. You can keep your socks on, keep yourself warm and snuggly, like I need to tell you that. Oh my. So as we rest here to breathe, I want you to be really comfortable. If you have your feet on the floor, knees bent, and that is hard for you to rest into that, you can widen your foot stance and let your knees rest into each other. If you would rather put a rolled blanket or bolster under your knees and lay your legs out straight, that's fine for a moment, but we will bend the knees. We will bend the knees momentarily. And let's just settle for a moment. As you close your eyes, I want you to notice the back of the body. And as you exhale, feel the back of the body resting heavy into the floor. And you can even have a sense of the floor pressing back. So the back of the body and the floor are having a relationship. And as you take the next breath or two, we're going to breathe into the front of the torso and the back of the torso at the same time. One more time. Feel the breath expand towards the floor and towards the sky. Now breathe into the side ribs. You can place the backs of your fingers on the sides of the ribs, kind of below your underarms, between waist and underarm. Feel those low side ribs and breathe into your hands. Noticing the widening. The softening. One more time. We're starting to create movement on the inside of the torso through all the internal organs, the diaphragm. Take one hand down below your belly button towards your pubic bone and one hand high at the bottom of your neck, at your collarbones. Breathe into your hands. always find it so amazing how when you direct the breath, how it can feel so different. Especially this one, breathing into your hands high and low. Which means we're starting to get breath to move the pelvic floor. And then soften. Rest your hands wherever you like, and let's just take 2 more breaths, and I want you to feel the breath expand in all directions like the sun shines. High and low, side to side, front and back, all at the same time. Notice that softening as you exhale. Letting that breath return to a natural rhythm. That's a great practice to do when you're laying in bed at night and the mind is busy, busy. What am I going to do tomorrow? I can't believe I did that today. Just come back to noticing the breath. If the legs are straight, bend them, and if your knees are together, let them be apart from each other. We're going to tuck and untuck the pelvis. I want you to begin with an inhale, and as you exhale, draw the belly button. Exhale, draw the belly button down towards the floor. See if that flattens the back into the ground. Inhale, let the belly relax and the lower back lifts off the ground. As you exhale and pull the belly button down, be light on your feet and don't clench your butt. Inhale, let it relax. And again, exhale, draw the belly in and notice how the pubic bone tips towards your face. And as you inhale, the lower back lifts off the ground. You can let that pubic bone move away from the face. And as you go back and forth, the movement might become bigger. But see if you can do it without a lot of pressure in your feet. Stay light in the feet. And notice your buns. Don't clench. And this begins to move the lower lumbar and turn on those abdominal muscles. We're going to do abdominal muscles 2 different ways today. This is number 1, where we draw the belly button in and flatten out the spine. If it's comfortable, let that movement get a little bigger so you start to notice, wow, I'm moving all the way up. I can feel my head. My nose is kind of bobbing up and down as I move my pelvis. Couple more. Last one. And then we're going to pause, stopping in the arch when the back is away from the ground. That's your inhale. And then you're just going to relax into neutral. Wiggle the backs of your shoulders away from your butt. And take a full breath. So I want to work on abdominal muscles in a little bit different way. So now what I want you to do is we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, we're not going to move the pelvis, okay? I'm going to ask you later on in class to find your core, turn on your core. We're going to practice it now so that when we get to our clam shells, you have this understanding of what we're doing. So now my pelvis doesn't move. I inhale in all directions. And without moving the pelvis, I want to exhale and make the SH sound. Shh. Do it again. Inhale. And as you exhale, make the sound. Don't be shy. And what we're doing is we're forcing the exhalation. I want you to force as much air out as possible, because at the end of the exhalation, you're going to feel this deep internal hug that feels like snug contraction. And then you inhale and relax. We just do it 3 times. A long, slow exhalation. Make your sound. And you're going to notice this internal contraction from the sides, the top and the bottom, the front and the back. Contracting in all directions. This is a core of fascia that hugs and supports your spine. Includes the pelvic floor. Relax. And then you could do it one more time and see if you can do it with an exhale. Find the core without making the sound. Inhale. See if the pelvic floor muscles jump in there and contract a little bit. And then relax. Relax your back. And let's just move a little bit. Let's slide the legs out straight. Separate the feet. Take your arms out to the sides. Take them up a little bit higher than the shoulders. Wherever you are comfortable, we're going to make the letter X. Ready? And I'm going to press through both heels and reach through both arms. Arch the back up off the ground. Take a big breath in like a yawn. And then exhale, soften everything. Give the legs a little roll, rock the feet, rock the thighs, side to side like little windshield wipers. Let's do that one more time. So if it felt weird in the shoulders, you didn't like it, move the arms to a different place. Don't go so big. Ready? Let's go. Legs are separated. Reach through the heels, reach through the arms, arch the back off the ground. Take a breath like a big yawn. And soften into a comfortable position, just flopping lazy on the ground. And we're going to play with the shoulders from here. I'm going to bend my left knee, and I'm going to take my left hand over to my right arm. And we're going to take the right hand and we're just going to give the arm, the shoulder, a little squeeze, a little love. You can let your head turn in that direction. I hope it's the same direction so that you can see me. But if not, just turn your ears on, close your eyes. I'm using my left hand to massage down towards my elbow and up towards my shoulder, just giving a squeeze. Go up to the top, feel where there's some bones up there. And then stop squeezing. And can you wiggle? This is the Eensy Weensy spider. Can you take your fingers down and touch the floor? Let your head turn, that will help. Can you walk your fingers, if you can touch the floor, can you walk your fingers out a little bit? Notice how the shoulder blade is coming away from the floor. And then nice and slow, we're going to lower the arm back down to the ground. Take both arms down to the ground, palms to the sky. Notice both shoulder blades. And let's do that again. We're going to do it 2 more times. Take the left hand over, grab hold of the arm. See if you can put your fingertips on the ground. Let your head turn and walk the fingers out. Now, as I'm Eensy Weensy spider, my fingers just keep doing this little clawing action. I'm going to take my fingers up a little higher towards my shoulder. And now I'm going to Eensy Weensy spider. My fingers are touching the floor. I'm going to walk them down a little bit more towards my hand.
my elbow. And I'm going to go straight out from the shoulder. Let the head roll. Now keep your hand there, but turn your head back to the center, up to the sky. And then look back over towards your hand. And then nice and slow, let your arm come all the way back down to the floor. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Let's just do it one last time. So I'm going to take my hand over. Find the floor. Eensy, weensy, spider. Walk it up towards the shoulder. Walk it down towards the elbow. Walk it out. Play with the head a little bit. My fingers keep walking up. I'm just going to turn my head a little bit towards the sky. Not to the point of pain, just exploration. Take the head all the way back towards the hand. And then nice and slow, come all the way back. Let the shoulder blade land on the ground. Shoulder blades on the ground, palms to the sky. Slide the left leg out straight. Close your eyes. Notice the left shoulder compared to the right. My left shoulder feels nice and flat on the ground. Feels a little more alive. Now bend the left knee again. Now this is all about the hip. We've been doing this. I'm going to call it the foot press. So press gently into the left foot, just very gently, and feel what happens. And then relax. The relaxation is important. Press the left foot down and feel how the knee moves forward. Don't let it go towards the other leg, but let it go forward towards the wall in front of you. And then relax. Try placing your hands on the front of your hips. Press the foot down, send the knee forward. You should feel the left hip bone go towards the sky. The right hip bone stays down. A little seesaw, and relax. And the movement can get bigger and bigger. As I press the foot down, the knee goes forward, the hip lifts, and I feel like I'm rolling towards the straight leg. And lower down. And let's do that for about another 30 seconds. Press the foot down, feel the left butt cheek lift, right leg is relaxed, and lower down. Press the foot, send the knee forward, feel the hip lift, the butt lifts. That left butt cheek is contracting, the right leg, let it relax, and release down. Let's do two more. So press the foot, send the knee, lift the butt is squeezing just a little bit, the right leg is relaxed, my pelvis is tipped, and we're getting a little rotation in the waist, which is very important for walking. Last one. Press the foot, send the knee, lift the butt, relax the other leg, and release. Slide both legs out straight, rest your arms, and notice the two butt cheeks. My left butt cheek just feels better. It just feels more organized. Maybe like a little plumper. Just what you want a plump butt, right? Right. Now, just for a couple, let's add this, let's put this together. So I'm going to bend my left knee, take my left hand across the body, and I'm going to press down into my left foot, send the left knee forward. I'm going to roll just like we were doing. But as I do that, I'm going to Eensy, Weensy, spider. I'm going to move my right arm out of the way a little wider to the side. I'm going to walk my fingers out, pressing into the foot. My left butt is lifted. My right leg is relaxed. My head is turning. And as I come all the way back, my butt lands on the ground. I can rest my hand on my belly. Let's do it two more times. Start with the foot. Press the foot. Feel the butt lift. So the pelvis starts to tip over to the side. It's like you're laying in bed. My hand's going to come to the ground. And I'm reaching my fingers out. I'm trying to grab the remote. Let your head go. Let the head be heavy on the floor. Walk the fingers out. Maybe a little higher. Maybe a little lower. Let your head be heavy. Slowly come all the way back. You can rest your hand below your belly, on your belly. Last time, press the foot. Feel that butt lift. Let the right leg stay relaxed. Drag your head along. Take your hand. Eensy, Weensy, spider. Reach, 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 reach. Send the knee forward. Don't let it go off to the side. Keep the knee forward. Nice and slow. Come all the way back. Now let's look at that again. Let's slide the leg out straight. Both arms down by your sides. Close your eyes. Divide yourself in half. Feel the left side of the body compared to the right side. And then we're going to do the other side. I'm going to turn around, but you do not need to. Okay, now we know what we're doing. So I'm going to slide my left leg out straight. My right knee is bent. My left arm comes away from the body. Left leg is relaxed. Take the right hand across the shoulder. And I'm going to take my hand, I'm just going to squeeze. Let's give that upper arm a little love. Now we're not only massaging the left arm, but I'm using my fingers of my right hand, which means I'm getting some blood flowing into my hands and up through my arm. And those muscles through my right arm are working as I'm reaching my arm across the body, which isn't really how we use our arms, not for very long anyway. All right? Now take your fingertips down to the ground. Can you touch the ground? Is it easier to touch the ground if you turn your head? If you can touch the ground, can you walk the fingers out? Take a breath. If they're not touching the ground, just take a full breath. Reach over. Feel how the shoulder blade is off the ground and it's pulling away from the spine. We're going to come all the way back to center and let the hand rest down on the ground. Let the head roll back to center. Take a breath. Let's come across the body again. Take your hand to the shoulder. Give it a little squeeze. Take the fingers to the ground. Eensy, Weensy, spider. Make the fingers work. I'm going to move my left arm out of the way a little wider. And then this time I'm going to walk my fingers up a little higher towards my face. Find a little tension there. The back of my underarm. Walk my fingers down towards my elbow of the other arm. You can feel this in the left side of my neck. Let your head go. Now as I'm reaching out with my arm, I'm going to keep myself here, but turn my head back to the sky just a little bit, not all the way, not trying to force, just moving the muscles. Relax the left arm. Caught myself being tense. Turn the head back to the left. Nice and slow, take the hand back to the ground and let it relax completely. Let the back relax. One more time, take the hand across, drop the hand down. Eensy, Weensy, spider. I tried to write this in an email, Eensy, Weensy, spider, and I didn't know. Walk the fingers up and down, go exploring. I said, I don't know how to spell it. And somebody sent me the song with the words. So now I know. Relax the left arm. Turn the head to the ceiling. Just a little bit. You're just exploring. When you meet resistance, pause. Reach the fingers. Turn the head slowly back to the left. Come all the way back and rest your arms down. Take a moment. And as you do, palms up, arms wide. See if that shoulder feels a little flatter now. You're welcome to slide both legs out straight. Give them a little wiggle. Bend the right knee. The foot is on the floor. And we're going to feel, just close your eyes and feel the right footprint press just a tiny bit down into the ground. Notice what you notice. And then release. As you press the foot down, think about the knee going directly forward and you feel your right butt cheek lift up. Left leg is relaxed and then lower back down. There is a pause. So press down, feel the knee, feel yourself tip over to the straight leg, relax the straight left leg, hold it there for a moment, feel what you feel, and slowly lower down. A couple more times. Press the foot, knee forward. My right butt cheek contracts, my left side is relaxed. I feel like I'm rolling to the left. And I feel a little tightness at the top of my right hip. Notice what you feel. And do you remember what it felt like on the other side? Let's do 3 more, nice and slow. When you go back to the floor, relax, feel the whole body relax. This is a pandiculation. We are contracting muscles, holding, pausing, so that when we come out slowly, the body feels safe, and we relax completely. We reset our normal amount of tension. We're new and improved. One more if you like. And then we're going to add the foot and the arm together. So I'm going to take my right hand over. I'm going to press my right foot into the ground, send the knee forward, feel the butt lift, Eensy, Weensy, spider. I'm going to move my left shoulder out a little bit away from me. I'm going to let my head go. I'm reaching. It's like, oh, I'm laying in bed. I got to reach out there for my phone. Where's my phone? Reach, 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 reach. And then slowly come back to center. You can rest your hand towards your belly. And just do it 2 more times. Ready? Press the foot, send the knee forward, feel the butt lift, then reach across. Walk the fingers, make the fingers work. You can roll, 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 roll right onto the top of that left shoulder. Reach way out, let your head go. Coming back. Last time. Press the foot, feel the knee go forward, feel the butt lift. The left straight leg is relaxed. I'm going to reach over there. Wiggle the fingers out, let the head go. I'm really almost rolling all the way over. Send the knee forward, don't let it go to the side. And then come all the way back, nice and slow. And slide both legs out, windshield wiper your feet a little bit, wiggle your shoulder blades onto the floor, arms nice and wide, take a breath. And then we're going to roll over onto our side. Okay. So you're going to need something under your head that fills in the space between your neck, or your ear and your shoulder. And we're going to do what's called a psoas release. So these are techniques to get muscles that are holding tight to release their tension. And then we're going to lengthen them, and then we're going to strengthen. All right, here we go. Ready? My legs are straight. My top leg lands on the floor. You may want to take your socks off. I'm going to lean forward, draw my knee up to the chest. My psoas is contracting. I'm going to take the bottom of my foot to the floor and take my knee to the sky. And yours may not look like this. Lower the knee down. Slide it all the way out. Now we're going to do it 3 more times. And you might pull your leg up, and this may be as high as you go before you really can't go any further. And then you just take the bottom of the foot to the floor, knee to the sky. Feel what you feel, hold. Come out slowly. Slide the leg out and relax. 2 more times. Draw the knee up. So what I find really interesting is each time I do it, it feels a little different. I love that. That was the 3rd time. Let's see what happens for the 4th time. I love doing this in bed at night. My body's feeling tired from all those chores. I don't want to be on the floor anymore. It's cold. And you can do this right in bed. Hold. And slowly lower down and slide it out straight. All right, let's take that to the other side. You can just roll over. You don't need to see me. You know what you're doing. Or flip it around. Sorry for all the flip-de-doo-dahs. But I taught this lesson in person yesterday, and oh, it was so great. Take the top leg, bring it forward. It's relaxed. I'm going to lean a little forward, so sometimes we cheat. I'm going to draw the knee up, and cheating would be to lean back to go further. Just meet your body where it is. Bring the bottom of the foot to the floor. Take the knee to the side. Now this makes the psoas contract and the piriformis contract. So if it's tight for you, we're making it tight. So as you lower the leg down, it begins to relax. You slide the leg out, let everything relax, and it relaxes more than normal. So that the next time you go, you might find you have better range of motion. Two more times. Close your eyes and just feel it. Draw the knee up. Notice where you bump into resistance. Bottom of the foot to the floor, knee to the sky. Relax your head into your support. Relax the bottom shoulder. Relax everything when the legs are straight. Last time. Now, if this is your tighter side, you can go ahead and squeeze in an extra one. I always do more on my tighter side, which is my right side. And this not only makes the piriformis, but other little muscles in your butt and big muscles of your butt. But this is for the external rotation. So your quadratus femoris, lower down, slide it out, and relax completely everywhere. Great for the lower back, preparing us for the next pose. Roll to your belly. Slide that support out from under your head. Take your feet wide. Don't be afraid to go too wide. And come up onto your elbows and forearms. Now, if you have lower back issues like stenosis, you're going to stay down real low. You can even just stay with your forehead on your arms. Now, use your arms. I'm pressing down and I'm pulling my heart away from my pelvis. So I'm not thinking about going up to the sky, but pulling myself out to the wall in front of me. And as I do that, I want to breathe into my side ribs like we practiced earlier. Pull the heart long away from your pelvis. Now, if you have the ability, you're going to come up, you're going to use your arms, come up a little higher, and then go down a little lower. Let's go up and down. But the whole time I'm moving slowly up and down, I feel as if I am pulling my heart away from my hips. So we are decompressing the spine. Very important movement if you have bulging or herniated discs or even sciatica. Super duper important. Anytime you feel any kind of nervy pain, not anytime, stenosis can give you that kind of nervy pain, but that pain coming from a bulging disc or sciatica, this is really good. Stay up is in the highest place that feels comfortable for you. Pull the shoulder blades back. Feel like your blades are pulling towards each other. Back up your chin so you feel like you got two. So I'm not lifting my chin, but my chin is a little lower. I'm backing up my head. My arms are strong. I'm breathing into my side ribs. Take a full breath. And then lower all the way down and relax. Take a moment, take a breath. And now we're going to lay back on our side and bring that blanket back up underneath your head. Okay, so here's the moment we've all been waiting for.
We want mobility. That's what we've been working on, releasing tension so that we can move. We have greater range of motion. But we also need stability. We need to hold ourselves up to defy gravity, right? So we really need a balance between mobility and stability. So let's work on, let's do this for a moment. Bring your knees up so you feel like you're sitting in a chair at a 90-degree angle. Kick your feet forward, feet in line with your knees. And I'm going to place my hand on my hip. I just like to feel what's happening. And do this for me. Just bring your foot. Keep your knees together and bring your foot away from the other foot. That's an internal rotation. Notice how that feels. We're holding it for a moment. And then slowly let it lower down. Do it again. Lifting your foot. Slowly lower down. I can make it a little bigger. As I lift my foot, I can feel my hip lifts up and I can reach my arm down. My underarm is moving towards my hip. My hip is moving towards my underarm. Gives me even a stretch in my neck. Slowly lower down. And that feels so good. I'm going to do it one more time. Ready? The foot goes up. I let my hip goes up towards my underarm. My underarm reaches and I'm just going to reach out. Now I'm getting that nice stretch on the top of the shoulder. And relax. Good. Now we're going to work on clam shells, which help to stabilize the hips. What I want you to do is now move your feet back so they're in line with your butt. My knees are going to go down. Take a little peek. Yep, my feet are in line with my butt. And I'm going to move my hip down. So put your hand on your hip, move your hip down towards your feet, and then relax the hip down. Do it 2 more times. Move the hip away. Feel how that lifts your waist up off the ground? And down. Now this time, keep it up. Keep it up, moving the hip down. Now untuck the pelvis so you have a little bit of a lower back curve. Inhale, and as you exhale, turn on your core. You're going to feel this contraction, side to side, front and back, top and bottom. Now your core is turned on, holding you in this position. I'm just going to lift my knee. Keep your heels touching and even pressing gently into each other. So check your alignment as you hold it. We're untucked. My hip is moving down, my waist is a little lifted, and my core is engaged, and you can make your sound whenever you like. Shh. Take your hand down to the floor, lean a little forward. Now lower the leg all the way down and all the way up. Keep the waist lifted and keep your core turned on. Stay untucked. We have 4. My heels are pressing into each other. My bottom leg is relaxed. Now we're going to go up and we're going to stay up. So as I go up, staying up, and I really want to feel like this under butt, and I'm going to go down an inch and then back up. Down an inch and up. Check your alignment, untuck, stack up your hips so you feel lifted in the waist, and turn your core on, so that the core is helping to support your spine as we're working on these hip stabilizers. Now go all the way down, untuck, stack your hips, and all the way up. And all the way down. You should really be feeling it now. Relax the bottom leg, lean a little forward. As the knee goes up, think about it going forward. It's a thinky, feely thing more than a doing thing. As your knee goes up, think about it going forward and press your heel into the bottom heel. You can hold it at the top for a breath and then lower it down and let it relax. Now you'll feel your waist settle into the ground. Oh my. Bring your knees up high again. Bring your bottom arm, scooch it out. Take your top hand. Move your top hand, reach all the way out in front. And then slide your hand back.
Now let your knee move back as you open your elbow back behind you, letting your head turn to the center. Let's do this a few times. So as I roll towards my legs, my top knee can slide forward as my top hand reaches forward. And then I'm going to let my hand slide back, let my knee slide back, and open into the twist. Let's keep it going. Slide it out. Slide back. Just going to the point where your body just says, nope, I don't want to go any further. You go, okay. And then you come out of it. And then we're just going to pause in it. If you're comfortable pausing in the twist, let your head be in a comfortable position. Take a breath. Feel your whole body relax. And then coming out, we're going to roll back towards the knees, pausing for a moment. We're going to do that to the other side. So I do suggest watching, so if you're going to roll coming up. Oh yeah. All right. I guess I will send you some pictures of these muscles. That's a good idea. Support your head, get this bottom shoulder out from underneath. And then we're just gonna start with the knees at a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna put my hand on the floor. I'm just gonna lift my foot. This is an internal rotation. I'm gonna hold it there. You can even close your eyes, notice what you feel, and then nice and slow, lower down. Let the whole body relax. Let's do it 2 more times. Hold it up. This might feel like your waist on the bottom side sinks closer to the ground. And lower down. I can bring my hand to my hip. I can make it a little bigger. As I lift my foot, my hip actually arches up towards my underarm. I'm going to reach my hand down. This stretches the top of the neck. Relax completely. Sorry. Last one. Lift the foot. And I'm going to reach. Relax the bottom arm and shoulder. And relax. Good. Take your feet, slide them down. My knees are going to move down. Take a peek. Look at your feet are in line with your butt. Bring your hand to your hip. Now I want you to take your hand to your hip and move your hip toward your feet. This is going to lift the waist. Lower down. 2 more times. Press the hip away. So my hip, I'm using my muscles and I'm going to press the hip away. Now, as my hip lifts away, that's where I want to be for clam shells. And then I want to untuck the pelvis. So I just have a little bit of an arch. I'm in neutral. I want to make sure I'm not in a tuck. So I'm untucked. My top hip moves down. Turn your core on. Do it. That should feel like, okay, now my internals are, everything is holding steady and I can lift my knee. My heels stay together, my heels press. I want you to check your alignment. Untuck, stack up your hips, turn on your core. That keeps you stable so that you can move your leg. All right, the muscles are turning on. They're like, all right, what are you doing? All right, lower down, but don't relax. Come all the way back up. Now we're just training the muscles how to work. Now what happens is when we sit, the muscles, you're squishing the tissues, you're compressing the tissues. And then you go to get up and walk, and then they're just been smushed for a long period of time. So they don't work. They forget. They have amnesia. Oh, geez. Lift your knee. Now stay here. Relax the bottom leg. Press the top heel into the bottom heel just a little bit. Now go down an inch and up. I can take my top hand to the floor, down an inch and back up. You should really be feeling it back in the glute, but think down low, what I call like your underbutt. This is the bottom that comes out the bottom of your bathing suit. Think about that. Feel that. Close your eyes, feel it. Now come all the way down and all the way up. Check your alignment. Untuck. Stack your hips. Feel the waist is lifted. Turn your core on. We got 4 more. I guess we really only have 3. This is 3. You should be feeling it now. 2. You can do it. You can do it. Stay there. Come on. Last one. Hold it up. Untuck. Stack the hips. Turn on your core. Feeling stable and strong. We lower all the way down. Let your waist relax. You're welcome. Bring your knees up high. And now we need to twist. I'm going to stack my hands one on top of the other. I'm going to let my leg glide. So my knee moves forward as I reach my fingers forward. Let your head go. I'm going to slide my hand back along my arm. Let my knees slide and open the chest towards the ceiling. I'm going to bump into some resistance and then leave. You can do this 3 or 4 times. Now, if you're sliding the knee and you're bumping into tension in the hip joint, the bottom hip or the top hip, you can keep your knees stacked and don't move the knees and just make the ribs move. But ideally, we do want all these tissues to just be able to slide and glide over each other. When you're ready, pause in the twist. Maybe your elbow lands on the ground behind you. Place your head in a comfortable position. Feel the breath expand into the lung that's facing the sky. One more breath or two. And then roll out towards your side, and we're going to bring the knees up and head over to your back. All right. So we're going to do just one more. This is for Alice. Okay, so I'm going to change these instructions up a little bit. So I know you're used to doing cross your ankle. Let's do the right leg. I'm going to cross my right leg over top of my left leg, and there's no space in between. I can give a little rock from side to side. It's nice. I'm going to take my arms down by my sides, and my palms are down. They're keeping me stable, right? It's a little rock. It feels good. Now I want you to pause in the center. Draw the belly button in. Feel the back flatten into the ground. And then keep your arms down by your sides and lift your legs up towards your chest. Now what I want you to do is take your top leg, keep your legs in place, and just feel your top leg push into your lower leg. Let the lower leg be relaxed. It's holding the top leg in place. And my top leg is pushing into my lower leg. And relax. And then do it one more time. Push your top leg into your lower leg. Your lower leg presses back, but be floppy in the foot. And then let's just take that top leg for a ride. So I'm going to do a little circles. Think about the top leg or the bottom leg is taking the top leg for a ride, and you're just going to move the knees in circles, drawing the belly in, abdominal muscles really turning on. Just a circle can change the direction. And then lower the feet to the ground. Untangle. All right, I know, I'm sorry, I always have to make things more complicated just when you think you know what you're doing. Cross your left leg over the right leg. Just a little baby rock. My hands are down, my palms are down, and I'm just going to rock my knees from side to side. And if the things that we do moving forward you don't like, just come back to this. This is wonderful, right? My left leg is on the top. When I go to the right, I feel this little stretchy feeling in the side of the hip. Pause in the center, draw the belly in, feel the back flatten, and then I'm going to bring my knees up into the chest. Now my top leg, or the bottom leg, let the foot be floppy, and my bottom leg is helping me bring my knee to my chest. But I want your top leg to push into the bottom leg, and the bottom leg's like, you're not going anywhere. And you're going to feel this contraction down in your butt, and then just soften, relax your feet, and do it one more time. So my bottom leg presses into the top leg, and the top leg presses back. And then take your awareness down to the bottom of your butt towards your sit bone. See if you can feel that contraction down towards your sit bone. And relax. And then move the knees in a circle. Think about the bottom leg taking the top leg for a ride. Both directions. And then when you're ready, bring your feet to the floor. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips. Take your arms wide, and we'll do windshield wipers. Both knees to the right. Both knees to the left. Now when I go to the right and I pause, I'm on the big toe edge, that top leg. I'm on the big toe edge of the foot. I can press the big toe edge of the foot into the floor, really sending the hip forward. We practiced this a different way earlier. Let your head turn the opposite direction of your knees. Do about 100 of these. Now this is internal and external rotation of the hips. And I want you, the last couple, to feel this length in the waist, you know, from the hip bone up under your ribs. Just feel how your waist is really long. Super important for walking to get movement in the waist. And when you feel complete, pausing in the center, we want to bring the knees to the chest. Oh my. Rock a little side to side. Maybe a little in and out. If you like happy baby, take your feet up towards the ceiling. Maybe grab your feet, rock a little side to side. And we'll finish. You can slide a little support in under your knees or be in constructive rest. If you want to slide your legs out straight, go ahead and bring a little blanket under your knees. And I'll keep this brief. You can obviously stay longer. For those of you who are really committed to the hour. Just give yourself a few moments to lay flat. Close your eyes. Notice your breath. Just have a sense of the back of your body. Just all those points along the back body. Connected to the ground. Supported by the ground. Feel how that support of the floor comes up and holds the body. The floor is holding you. And then take a moment and notice the front of the body, feeling that all the points along the front of the body that face the sky, just feeling very open. And in this openness, we feel open to all the possibilities, all the healing you desire. Noticing your whole body resting. Each exhalation, feel the body resting a little deeper. Heavy legs. Resting your hands, arms, and shoulders. Your whole face. And take your awareness to that place at the very center of your brain. I want you to imagine taking a walk. Imagine yourself, if you could see yourself, taking a walk. And I want you to notice the weather's perfect, of course, and your posture is impeccable. And I want you to notice your stride. How your toes and ankles move. How your chest is lifted and your arms are swinging and your face has a smile. And you're enjoying this movement of walking. Walking with ease. Let that smile come across your face in this moment. Noticing the body, strong, flexible, radiating health. I am healthy and strong. Repeat that to yourself. I am healthy and strong.
as long as you like. Remember to roll to your side and pause for a few breaths. And changing the body is not just about the body, but your mind. Noticing that self-talk throughout the day. My body is healthy and strong. And if you repeat it to yourself and you carry it with you, you'll make great choices. Namaste.